Welcome. Name of the channel is Older, Faster, Stronger, Longer. It basically says what it is on the tin. I like to run. I am, at this time, 51 years of age, and at this point in my life I'm running longer, faster, and I'm a bit stronger about it. So, but I have set myself new challenges. My 5k PB, 10k PB, half marathon PB and marathon PB have all been set within the last year. First half marathon at 33 years of age, started training for it at 32. So I've not been a consistent runner, but there have been very few years where I haven't run a half marathon at a race entry. At present I'm training for the Eastbourne Tempo 10k, which is in September, and I'm following the Ben Park's 10k plan to go sub 40. As you're joining me now, I'm currently approaching the end of the third week of the training plan. I'm following the training plan best I can. However, leading up to it, I've had quite a few injuries and illnesses. So, where I've not been able to hit the targeted pace, I've been running to effort instead. Over the last 2 weeks I've noticed how much my fitness has improved and come back to where it was. Still not there yet, but I think over the next week or two I should be pretty much back to where I need to be. That's the Royal Albion Hotel. Went up in smoke about 2 weeks ago. They're now tearing it down because it's not safe to keep up or repair. Red Bull, Red Bull, Red Bull, Red Bull, Red Bull, and Red Bull. Coming down for Pride, obviously. If I see them on the way back, hopefully they'll have a can for me. So this is my usual run. Takes me about 3 miles to get down to the beach, and then I can go in any direction. I've just been running to the sound of the waves, sound of my breathing, because I'm a heavy breather. Heavy sweater too, to be fair. When my legs get heavy, I can hear the sound of my feet slapping against the floor. On the odd occasion where everything is perfect and I can't hear, my breathing's in check, foot strikes fine and sounds quiet, and listen to the sound of my thighs rubbing past each other on every step. So by no means a dedicated runner, very amateur, running for fun. I enjoy race days, I love running when there's a crowd, but more recently I've sort of fallen in love with the training aspect, the detail, the stuff you have to do to improve. So, way back before lockdown, I was literally a fun runner. Used to hit the gym a lot, and for some reason, I don't know why, I decided to go from looking fit, I'll show a photo, to being fit. And that's where my journey started. And I always was around a 1:45 to 2 hour half marathoner. Never ran to a plan, just ran. Never heard of what a stride was, anything like that. And then I watched Kipchoge's Breaking Bad. and I set myself a goal of running 1:39.49. Just wanted to get a sub 1:40. Didn't care what it was, but I just wanted to do that. Then lockdown happened, and I had a lot more time to train. I actually started vlogging back then, but like most of us, couldn't work, self-employed, managed to get a job answering phone calls and booking appointments for people that needed stuff relating to COVID. So it was long hours. I felt like I was doing my bit, but it took a lot of time away from me and I didn't have time to continue the vlogging. But I've started up now with a bigger mission. Previous half marathon PB is 1:33.36, and the last 3 half marathons have all been under 1:37, and I feel that there's more in me, which is why I've set myself a target of sub 40 for a 10k. I'm hoping if I can get that, then I can carry that through to half marathon. Got 2 attempts this year. Got the Eastbourne Tempo 10k in September, and then in November I've got the Brighton 10k. Now the difference between the two, Eastbourne is a smaller course or smaller organisation. The course is the same length. So it's run by a local running shop. I did it for the first time last year and it's really well organised, really liked it. Usually 350 to 400 runners. But it is a looped course and it's hilly. There's about a 2 to 3 kilometre long incline, followed by a half a k steep decline. So if I can get sub 40 on that course, it will be amazing. If not, a course PB would be great. If not shatter my quads, because I've got to jump straight back into week 3 of the 10k training plan to have another go at the Brighton, which is a flat and faster course. However, there are a couple of hairpin turns, so you do lose a lot of speed. So, but that's where my current 10k PB is. So you're probably wondering why I'm almost at the end of week 3 and I haven't started at the beginning. Well, I tried. Well, I did start at the beginning. I started at week 1 and I've been doing the training. And I'll do a quick flashback on some of the runs and that I recorded at the time. But almost none of them went to plan. At one point I had to stop and eat something because my heart's telling me I can do it, my body's telling me I can't, which at my age is understandable. So far my improvements have been through consistent running. And from that I went from a 1:45 half marathon to a 1:36 and then down to a 1:33. But now I'm including strength and conditioning. I'm spending a lot more effort on the recovery and the basics, the stuff every runner ignores really. I feel it's within me to get us up at 40. And if I keep doing the strength and conditioning and actually building on what my weaker bits is, no matter how good my runs have been, I've always learnt something from them. Whether it's been a bad run or a good run, I've learnt something from it. So I believe it's in me, so I'm going to give it a go and see where I land. Could have dropped down on the ramp earlier and ran along the Undercliff Walk where it's really flat. nice and easy. I'm at the top at the moment because it's undulating, and I know even running up these steep inclines is good for me. Trying to keep my heart rate down. I'm currently 163, so I'm about 10 beats too high, but I think once I stop talking to you and this levels out, it'll go back down. So, like I say, I'm following the Ben Parks 10k sub 40 plan, but I am adapting it to life basically. So I didn't run yesterday and I didn't run the day before, and I was supposed to do 6 and a 7 mile run, all easy pace. So I'm now doing that today. I'm actually doing both, so I'm going to do about 13-14 miles. Yeah. Sounds like a stretch considering what I was supposed to be doing, but I'm 2 months off the back, or 3 months off the back of marathon training, so my long runs used to be 21 miles. But that was around how I feel at the time and have a rough idea of what I was doing. So I know this is within me, it's an easy pace. I've got enough water, enough electrolytes and gels to make sure I can do this comfortably. I'm not pushing myself. I'm currently at 152 heart rate because I've leveled off, so I'm taking it nice and easy. And I'm just enjoying the view, but my god, when that sun's out it's hot, and I am a heavy sweater. I'll turn the camera around so you can see, hopefully it'll pick it up. Even my eyes are stinging. I'll have to sort something out for that. Here we go, nice down ramp, great views of the sea. Look at that. Who wouldn't want to run or cycle along this? Hey, look how gorgeous it is. Would love there to be a little breeze, but as you can see, there's nothing. It's strange. It goes from running out in this direction, it'll go from there's a tailwind that you can't really feel, then as soon as you turn around you get like running into a wall, and the effort just to stay at the same pace is massively increased. So I'm going to try and put as much information about my training as I can, not so anyone can copy me, but if they can adapt it to their lifestyles like I'm adapting this training plan to mine and fitting it as and where I can, but trying to stick to it as close as I can, then hopefully you might gain something from it, or might inspire you to take up your own journey. I have to admit, the ultimate goal would be to run a sub 32 10k so I can take part in the night of the 10,000 PBs. As yet, I'm not sure that's within me. I'm 51 now, I'm hoping for a sub 40. If I manage that, if I can manage that at Eastbourne, I'll go for a sub 39 at Brighton. And then I'm back into half marathon and marathon training after that, which will be great because it'll give me a great base. And then I'll go into 10k training after those, so we'll see how it goes. Not bothered. I can honestly say if I didn't live here in Brighton, I'm not sure I'd be running. And I say it's a pain getting down to the beach, but it's only 2.5 to 3 miles, and then once I'm here there are no roads to cross, no traffic lights to get past. I know it's an out and back, but with this view, who cares? And if I went in the other direction, it's pretty similar, but it's more busy. If you're a slightly more mature runner, like myself, you know, early 50s, not for much longer, but still in the early 50s, and please join me. feedback on anything that you may be doing that's better than what I'm doing, would be greatly appreciated. The thing about running is it's a learning process. Even for top athletes, they're still learning. And as a community, we can learn from each other. So please hit the like and subscribe button. Never thought I'd ever say that, but there you go. Just turn around, and what a lovely cooling breeze there is. Oh, so refreshing. So I'm going to try and upload every week on how the week's training session's been. And then hopefully it can become a regular thing. Like I say, got week 3 of a 10-week training plan, and I'm jumping back into week 3 of a 10-day training plan. So I'm going to be here for at least the next 3 months, and then half marathon and marathon training from there, which will primarily be a lot of base building, but I'm going to keep working on the speed because I don't want to lose that. So almost at 12 miles. Decided to do 12 miles in the end. Feeling really good. So almost at 12 miles. I'll have finished 12 miles in any minute now. I felt really good. I was beginning to fray a bit around the 5.5 mile mark, which is why I decided to call it at a 12 mile. There we go. But after I started heading back and the breeze hit me and started cooling me down, I've actually felt a lot better. So I'm feeling really good. So 12 miles in the bag, easy pace, so that finished in 1 hour and 58 minutes. So really happy with that. Still feel fresh. And it was nice to actually do some running in the sun for a change. Normally I don't get the opportunity to run at this time, but I'm currently on holiday from work because I'm doing jury service, and fortunately the case I was on is now finished, so I was released and had this time. I'll be back in next week and we'll see if I get put on another case, and I'll probably be running in the evenings again. So we shall see. Thank you for watching, and I'll try and go into a bit more detail next week, and I'll do a quick recap of what's happened over the last 3 weeks, or up until now, just to let you know how each run felt. As like I say, I wasn't hitting any of the targets, barely. Some runs felt great, most felt bad. So yeah, we'll take it from there.